Okay. Ah, there we are. Hey, hello, welcome. Come on in. Get your coffee. Go grab a good cup of tea, or even let's see what else today. How about a plain old glass of wine? I don't know what time it is wherever you are. Going to be talking today with the paranormal flashlight and the dowsing rods, and we are going to be discussing ETs and aliens and other life forms. Grab your cocktail and come on back. All right, welcome back, you guys. There is Miss Maggie behind me. She's back there behind me, and I have over 1,000 videos over here at YouTube. And she is tucked away back there in over maybe 1,200. All right, setting up the paranormal flashlight so we can do today's session where we're going to be talking about ETs. I don't want to put that right in your eyes. All right, find a spot and sit still. All right, spirit. But I guess it's going to be in your eyes so that way you can really see it. Spirit on the light, can I see you're kind of making it fluctuate? Can you give me a wink or blink and let me know if I have that set up correctly? Can you turn the light clear off for me? Thank you. I got to tell you, I am humbled every time Spirit takes control of that light because they have a lot more important things to be doing. All right, today we're going to talk about a variety of things. I'm going to be working with the dowsing rods for a little bit too, in conjunction with the flashlight. And I will follow up with a tarot reading because some of you guys love that tarot crap. I want you to know that I actually do, my work involves a lot deeper than just tarot and what you see here. I do a lot of missing persons work, cold case stuff, murder trials. There's a lot of things that I do that are a lot deeper than just the tarot. But today we're going to just do all the fun stuff. Why not? All right, we're going to talk about ETs first. And I can see I already need to move the camera back. Let's see if we can slide this back without causing too much. Because I want you guys to be able to see the dowsing rods a little better. All right. These are just simply copper and brass dowsing rods. Or they're just taken off all by themselves already. Dowsing rods, you can find these on eBay or Amazon yourself, but I want to remind you, anytime you talk to the other side, you are opening a portal. So you have to open with a prayer, close with a prayer. You guys don't always see the prayer go on, but I want you to know that it does. Okay, I need to move my phone out of the way because I can see it already is picking up on my phone. All right. First question about the ETs. Actually, give me a second to talk to the rods and get set up. They're taking off already. Now, when you're working the dowsing rods yourself, keep your elbows tucked in, and it helps you stabilize your hands. The rods are actually going around the room and checking out all the energies here. Literally, of course, it's going to the computer right now. That's my laptop that I film on. All right, and I feel like the rods and I have adjusted a little bit. All right, let's go with the first question about ETs. We're seeing it all over the media that they're getting ready to announce whether they're real, whether there are extraterrestrials, if we've had contact with them. Are they here? Have they been here? And we're going to get into that. All right. Spirit, I ask you to help me out here. You can use the flashlight too, and I don't know how good they are at working two different devices, the light and the rods. All right. Can you go to a neutral position, please? Thank you. Can you tell me, Are ETs real? Are extraterrestrials real? All right. Coming in slowly. Almost as though, and I actually got the messages I was asking. Yes, I heard it in my head, and it was almost like, you already know this. Why are you asking? Thank you, Spirit. And yes, there are ETs. They are real. All right. Spirit, can you use the rods to tell me, do they come in peace? Yes. Yes, they do come in peace. You know, they have been here watching us, and they have been on this planet for a very, very long time. The big debate is, if they release all the information, it is going to change the narrative of the Bible. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. Let's go ahead and ask the rods that. Spirit, can you tell me, using the rods, will this change the narrative of the Bible? Look at that, a lot quicker. So some of the things that the Bible has told us about, can you give me a yes or no? In biblical times, were there ETs here? Coming back again to the yes position, and the light went off. On or off, either way, Spirit is still validating what's being said in the room. So we've had extraterrestrials, spacemen, Martians, ever since biblical times. Spirit, I've been told in meditation that they are here to protect us. They are here to stop us from our own demise. Can you confirm that for me? All right. The rods have come way out in the no position. Are they here to take control? Let's see them coming slowly into the yes position. Hello, kitty. You guys hear my cat? He's very vocal. Spirit, can you tell me, are they going to take control in order to help us? Ah, very good. Up there in a yes position. Now, one of the reasons they have been watching us is because our planet, thank you, Spirit, getting ready to confirm this, is so crucial to the whole universe, to the whole Milky Way, the whole galaxy. Our planet is so crucial that if we have a nuclear war down here, it will resonate to all of the other planets. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. You get that? They have been watching us because we could fuck things up down here playing with bombs. They are here to look out for us, for our own protection. Here you go. You want to play with that? Go ahead, play with that. Have fun. I'm doing a video. You know that. I got to tell you, the cat is very attuned. Cats are very attuned to spirit activity, energy work. There are days when he likes to come in and just lay on the tarot cards. Hang on, let me take care of him and I'll be right back. All right, snuck a sip of coffee too. Okay, Let's ask the rods another question about and when as soon as I pick them up, they start readjusting and they take off on their own. I can literally feel the pull. There is another gal who does a lot of videos, a lot of shorts, or reels, those little short videos, and her dowsing rods go very fast. They respond very fast, and a couple other psychics and myself have talked about that. We think she's unconsciously influencing the rods because the rods work and respond so much slower for the rest of us. However, she may be very accurate with what she's doing. We're not so sure about it. All right. Spirit, let's ask another question about the ETs. Have they been living among us, unseen, on this earth? Yes. Yes. The video a few years back of the gal that was on the plane and she was screaming and pointing at one of the other passengers saying, he's not real, he's not real. She was able, yes, they're actually acknowledging that too, yes. She was able to see them with her physical eyes. It was a person, they were in human form, but she could see and tell that they were not human, they were actually an ET. Spirit, can you tell me with the rods, are they going to be dangerous to us, though? They want to control the world. I'm seeing that, yes, coming around right to yes as soon as I mention that. They want to control the world. But have they come to hurt us? Look at that, way out there in a big no. Yeah, they're not going to hurt us. They're here to protect us. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. I appreciate that. They are here to protect us. They are here. First off, one of the things they're going to let us know is how long they've been here, why they're protecting us. They don't trust us. We are a young and a very immature planet. And as infants, learning and growing and expanding, they know we could overreact. They're going to release this information to the churches first. You might already be seeing that they're going to be releasing information to organized churches, thank you, Spirit, clergy, and letting them know, because it is going to change the whole narrative of what you have been taught is the truth in that big book, the Bible. They are going to tell us that a lot of that is fictional, not even real. A lot of it is taught in parables, as was the time. And over the years and the decades, the centuries and the millennia, that book has been altered so much. There have been actual books left out of it that were critical. I heard for the first time, I looked up a YouTube video on King James and the King James Version of the Bible. Oh my, look him up. He was not a nice guy. If I remember right, a lot of perversion. And if he didn't like something about somebody, he just had them killed, maimed, and mutilated. Okay? That's the guy that commanded that the King James Bible be written. So when the ET show up, they're going to explain over a period of time that a lot of things that we have been trained to believe are not true. One of the other things that they are going to bring up is how long They have been here and in touch with us. I believe even before President Eisenhower, they have been in touch with our higher ups. The government has kept it from us. Now, a lot of people might panic, and they didn't know how to open this discussion up and how to disclose that ETs are among us, and they have been among us. They're not here to hurt us. There are a lot of different species, I guess you would call them, of aliens. There are tall whites. Now those, some people have seen them and thought that they were, let me pick the rods back up. The tall whites, thank you, Spirit. Already taken off with those rods. Let me get them steady here. Spirit, can you tell me, did we confuse the tall whites with angels? I have a yes on that. Are the tall whites benevolent? Okay, they opened up and went to a neutral position. Are the tall whites benevolent? Actually, neither. They're kind of, they must just be here for their own accord. There are grays, tall grays and short grays. So there's a big variety of different grays. Have we had grays, the tall grays here on our planet already? We have. All right, using the dowsing rods, can you tell me, is Bigfoot an alien? As I said that, I heard telepathically, alien to where? Are they native to our planet? Have they always been here? Have Sasquatches always been here? Yes. Can you tell me, is Sasquatch interdimensional? Okay, now I always thought they were, and it's coming way out into a no position. Do they know how to slip through the veil here and stay hid? Thank you. They do. They know how to slip through. They know how to use their energy as camouflage. That's how they stay undetected. All right, what else here? Spirit, can you tell me, are there any ETs or extraterrestrials that are reptilian? I can feel them. They're hesitant and trying to, this is, okay, they want me to disclose this. Okay, very good. I got your message. The ETs that are reptilians are the ones that are going to be the most scary. And that's exactly what the message that I felt as I asked that question. You've got to imagine what it would be like to walk down the street and see a 7-foot tall reptile. Could be a little scary. Could be a little jarring. It might be why society has gone so far astray without knowing it, with hair color, body modifications, people trying to make themselves look like cats. It can be a way that the masses or the collective is kind of pushed to accept others' differences. And if they are going to be at some point, and it won't be in our lifetime, that they will be commonplace, walking around like an episode of Star Trek. It might not be till our grandkids, and over a period of time, we will get more accustomed to it. And it won't be such a big deal. And they're just, the ETs will probably just end up being the weirdo that lives down the block. That's all. So I'm not worried about it, and I don't want you to worry about it. As I said earlier, they are here to protect the planet. They are here for our own best interest. Now, not all of them will be. Just like any race, you've got some bad eggs in every basket. So, you know, we could get some ETs that are troublemakers that might come down here and just drink a lot of beer and party. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just call them bikers. All right. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you guys. See what is happening here the rest of the week. Oh, by the way, please hit that like and subscribe button. I wait too long in a video to do that. It's kind of something I should do right out of the chute. Oh, I like that one already. Wow, thank you, Spirit. This is going to be a very nice reading, I can already tell. Yeah, if you're trying to contact me about getting a reading, you need to contact me over at Facebook. My link is down in the description box down below. I still do some private readings. I will no longer be taking new clients into my home. I do a lot of in-person stuff. However, if you have already been here, you are welcome back. I just can't keep taking new total strangers and walking them into my house. All right. I have never had a problem. Spirit has always been good in protecting me. Ace of Cups on that. That's a lot of truth right there. And only bringing the best people into my house. And I have been lucky that way. All right. One more card maybe. And there we have it. All right. Yeah, this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. We've got the Queen of Wands. I like that little cat down there sitting at her feet because this card reminds me of that old expression to get about with your rat killing. In other words, you've got chores to do anyway. Don't let life disrupt you. Do what you need to do. If you've got to take the garbage out, that's killing. That's rat killing. Get your work done. But don't let it affect you. So what if we have some weird people walking around with tails and tentacles and maybe 3 eyes? I don't know what they look like. I've never had that experience with ETs. I do know a lot of people that have had abductions, literally been abducted by the aliens. But that's very rare, and it is actually connected to families. And when they take abductees into their spacecraft. But this Queen is about just staying confident and staying, look, you know what, I'm not going to let it rattle me. I've got that big club here for defense if I need it. I'm cool. And that club for you guys, that wand for defense, is the fact that you are becoming more aware. You are learning. You're gaining knowledge. There is a lot of confidence in knowledge. They're not here to hurt. They're not going to be here to hurt us. Let's see what else is going on. Actually, we got the 8 of Wands that came up, and that speaks about repeating patterns. This 8 of Wands is speaks of that actually speaks of communication. And if you're learning tarot, take a look at those wands, they kind of remind you of old telephone lines. Remember when they ran all over the country? Now they're buried underground. We don't see them near as much, but that is an indicator of a message coming through. That could be the message from the ETs. Getting all switched around there, are you, girly? Trying to get turned around. Well, there we go. There we go. There we go. There's not much room on this chair. She's a 60-pound English bulldog, okay? So this is also, the 8 also indicates a repeating pattern. This has been happening. It's been going on. It has happened in different civilizations, different cultures. If you look back to some of the old hieroglyphs and pictographs that are on some of the great monuments over in Egypt, you'll remember seeing kings that had that elongated head. Wow, wonder where that came from. There were some depictions of characters that were human body and had a long beak like a bird. Wonder where that came from. So they've been here. They've been here, and it's been a repeating pattern. Not a big deal. We have the 7 of Pentacles. That 7 is, look, mind your own business, keep your head down and just do your own work, and it's not going to affect you. It's not going to affect our day-to-day life. It's going to disrupt the religious aspect of our lives, though. It's going to change with the narrative that they're going to release. So, this 7 actually speaks of this spirituality. That's where a lot of this is going to be focused. They've gone to the churches and clergy and are beginning to release that information to them first. That way, those organized churches that are only out there for the money can hurry up and doctor their narrative and save their congregation. Because if that congregation leaves, they don't have any money. It's all about the money. Remember, Jesus turned the tables over for the money changers, right? It's all about the money. We have, let's see here, we have the 10 of Wands. Yep, wrapping up a cycle. This has been a burden to a lot of people, keeping this a secret. We all heard of Area 51, where it's said to house some extraterrestrials. I keep on saying extra testicles, but we've all heard of Area 51, and some of these fallacies are going to come to be put to rest here. That's what this guy's doing. He's been carrying a burden. You know, a lot of the higher ups, and there have been a lot of people who have been snuffed. Can we say it this way? You can't, you know what? The algorithms pick up that phrase unalived, but that has happened. Where you are seeing all these scientists that are going missing right now. Isn't that odd that that's happening on the brink of them disclosing about ETs? So that is going to be coming. We're going to hear about that. We also had let's go back to that Ace of Cups. That card is a big indicator of abundance. I get the feeling that these different creatures that we may be becoming neighbors with at some point in civilization, like I said, not in our time, but down the road, that they are going to be beneficial to us. that they're going to teach us how to perhaps farm a little better, how to do water management a little better, how to keep the air a lot cleaner. At some point, they are going to be teaching us technologies that we don't already have. So from that, there will be abundance. We also have another card about abundance, the Ten of Pentacles. Again, it shows up here. And this card also speaks of family and that kind of abundance. Seeing things for what they are. So your family is a great treasure. Your health and your well-being. You know, being out in the great outdoors. That, to me, that's the epitome of abundance, is being out there and enjoying that fresh air. And with 2 tens on the table and an ace, we then have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, the 1111 card. This is actually talks about, it also forms the 4 wands also form a door of opportunity. And that is what we are going to see with this disclosure. A lot of opportunity is going to come out of it. Things are going to change. And this is still, in my opinion, the happily ever after card, or one of them. All right, there you have it. A little bit about the ETs, a little bit about the extra testicles that might be hanging out in a tavern near you. Not to worry, we're going to be fine. We are going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. This too shall pass. All right. As for those of you that know me, know I sincerely bless you with love and light. I sincerely pray for each and every one of you. And I never leave you, that I don't bless you with love and light. See you soon.